from director Kinji Fukasaku, and number 58 in the Radiance range is Sympathy for the Underdog. Now, I was loving this movie. Right from the opening scene where we meet Gunji being released from prison, I was just sold in this one. This character is always going through the movie with his sunglasses on. He feels like he is focused on one thing and one thing only, returning to his home ground to discover that his gang has been disbanded, his boss is dead, and some big other yakuza gangster has taken over his turfs. But he braves things out. He gathers the remains of his whole crew from the lifestyle that they've got, goes to this new boss and almost blackmails him into getting some money. It's an interesting kind of familiar start to the film, where we see this character released from prison and gather his old crew together, not really telling him the bigger plan, not really letting him in on what's going to happen once he's got some money, once he's got his crew. He decides to go to Okinawa and violently begin his reign of terror. He goes in there, and with a willingness to do whatever it takes, he takes over large parts of their import-export business. Of course, it's all legal, but these are people dealing with these kind of things. And there is a kind of fun nature to these people just going in there and just laying down the rules. You know, these people want to fight back. We've got Gunji and his gang willing to do whatever it takes to get the spoils that they feel they deserved. And there is a sort of fun parallel here between the large gang that had taken over and destroyed his gang with what he's doing now to the gangsters in Okinawa. He's doing the exact same thing, but there is no moral quandary there. We're watching this man who seems to be completely devoid of anything other than revenge. He is after one thing and one thing only, that's to regain the status that he had. He lost everything with his stint in jail. And the fact that you never see his eyes, he's always just got these glasses on. He never seems to waver, with one small exception. When he meets a hooker who reminds him of his lost love, he just spends time with her, which is really some of the more quieter moments in the film, but really engaging. You have this build up to the end where they are trying to build a business so big enough that it catches the eye of that opposition that once took over them, and it just kind of leads to a thrilling finale. But what I loved about Sympathy for the Underdog was the idea of gathering that crew together, feeling all these characters out, seeing how they adapt to this new world, how they are doing to someone else exactly what happened to them. But there's a goal in mind here. We're always watching Gunji, we're always watching him play out his master plan. You never get told what it is. It's the characters that drive this. Gunji as the main character is someone that is so fascinating, stoic, dangerous, smart. He has all the things that he needs, and he has this bravado about him, but it's never overpowering. You know, it's always behind the sunglasses. You never really see the real him. You feel as if it's a performance. He does have loyalty. He does have a care to his men, and you see it throughout the film, where he is always kind of taking care of his guys and thinking of them first and putting himself on the line. But it's violent. It feels like a kind of early precursor for and I don't mean this entirely, but a kind of Ocean's 11 type movie where, but much more serious, much more violent, where you have this really great group of actors or characters who are doing a mission that you can really get behind, although we don't know what everything is, but you support these guys, you want to see them get to it. Some fantastic photography, especially the handheld nature at the end as we have this vicious battle showdown of these gangsters, which is just terrific. Everything about Sympathy for the Underdog was just wonderful. It spoke to me in such a way. It's a quick 93 minutes, so engaging, so fun. Highly, highly recommended. Let's dive into the disc, have a look at the extras. Here we are in the disc for Sympathy for the Underdog. Let's go to the special features. First up, we have an audio commentary by Nathan Stewart. Then we have Oliver Haduchi. Kinji Fukasawa's biographer, Oliver Haduchi, discusses Sympathy for the Underdog from its making and inspirations to its place in the director's filmography, which runs at 27 minutes 5 seconds. He goes through the early career of Fukasaku, his visual style, and his main character within this film. Then we have That Distant Territory. This visual essay, Aaron Gerau, charts the changing meanings of Okinawa as a location for Japanese films. And that is exactly what it says there, going through many films and how they use the landscape or the political aspect of it, how its relation to Japan evolved throughout many years and many films. It's fascinating. As myself, someone who knew nothing really about this, there was a lot of information to be gotten from this, and it's well delivered. There is also a trailer in this, which is 2 minutes 47 seconds. Also included is a 24-page booklet with an essay and a review of Sympathy for the Underdog by Tetsuo Eijima, which I thought was fantastic. Another great read, and that's the extras for Sympathy for the Underdog. Have I sold you on Sympathy for the Underdog? If I haven't, come on, go and pick it up. It's fantastic. Would I lie to you? This is a great film and well worth checking out. And I would love to know your thoughts on it if you've seen it. So let me know in the comment box below whether you're going to check it out, whether you've got it already and you push it up the watch list. Get to it sooner rather than later. Trust me, you'll love it. As always, there is more content up here. You can see more of my stuff. In the description box below are links to Patreon, membership program, manvfilm.com, always in which you can support me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.